Hey everyone, Misty Weaver with the Dreamweaver team at Samson Properties, and we are on our second video in the weed and real estate series in Virginia. So the first video was a little overview. Weed is now legal to use, not to buy or sell currently. Unless you have a medical card and you are purchasing at a medical dispensary, of course. But the other big news is that you can grow up to 4 plants in your home. And I think this is the part that is most going to affect real estate immediately. So we kind of went over the overview. You can go take a look back at that video. And now we're going to move on to leasing. So if you own investment property that you rent out, or maybe you live in a duplex and you own the other side, these are the things that you need to start thinking about, because it is legal for your tenants and for you to grow inside your home. So number one, our state lease, the VRLTA lease in Virginia, does not address marijuana at all. There is a section on smoking and whether or not you allow smoking in your property. Now, marijuana can be used obviously lots of different ways. Smoking is typically the one that most people think of, and of course smoking comes with a lot of aroma that may not particularly appeal to some people. So you can put in there that you do not allow smoking. I would say if you don't allow smoking, I would probably say also add a line that marijuana smoking is not allowed. Some people may not equate those two things. Vaping as well. It does actually mention vaping in our lease currently, but you can vape marijuana as well. Now, if someone has a medical card, are you going to deny them that? This is an issue that may come up. We haven't really had, any case law or anything like that coming up yet, and we've had no guidance from our state real estate association on any of this. I think they were playing catch up, even though they knew it was going to be legalized. But that's a whole nother discussion. But looking at other states like Colorado and California that have had legal marijuana for a long time, and kind of looking at their issues and things that you need to think about. So if you are writing a new lease or renewing a lease, there are things that you may want to add. Are you going to allow them to grow marijuana? If not, it needs to be in the lease, because there's nothing in there saying currently that they cannot grow plants. And state level, anyway, it is legal. Federal, remember, weed is still illegal. So if you are allowing someone to grow on a property that you own, there could be federal problems. Are there going to be? Most likely not, if they're just growing the 4 plants, but you do take that risk. So you probably want to make it so that they cannot. It's not allowed in your lease. You can kick them out if they do that. So you need to think about those things. And even if you are okay with weed, you're fine with people smoking it, fine with people using it in your property, you're even fine with them growing in it, you may want rules to protect your property from damage like humidity, all the extra electricity. If you have a property that you are renting out and you are including everything, all the utilities in the rent, and now they add in, grow lights and everything, increased water usage, it's a lot of water and a lot of electricity. So your bills are going to go up if you're allowing that. So you need to make sure that you are compensated for that. So those are a few of the things that you need to think about. Again, we haven't had any state issued guidance on phrasing, clauses that we need to add to leases or anything like that. So this is definitely something that we need to discuss. If you are worried about it, maybe go over it with an attorney. But I'm just doing this video series to get people thinking, because this is brand new. And if you've never grown marijuana yourself, you may not know all of the issues that can happen and all of the things that go into it. So we need to have frank discussions with this when we are taking on new tenants, when we are writing new leases or renewing leases. So let me know if you have any questions. I do have some attorneys that are starting to specialize in this area, so I can connect you with someone to speak with, and I might have one of them on soon, just to get their view and take on everything. So up next, we're going to be talking about what happens if you start working in the marijuana industry as everything moves forward, and how that may affect buying a home in the future. So stay tuned. I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye.